There we go. Let's get this mother started. And
Oh, wait there.
Comed. Where is it?
I've got an idea.
Go on.
Sorry, just thinking out loud. Thinking out loud.
Well.
Sorry, I'm not thinking out loud. I'm thinking to myself. That's why.
All right.
Mic needs uplifting slightly on here.
I'm finding it really hard to not hum the songs I've got in mind.
I've had to
How many
bookmark
songs is it? Just one?
Just one, yeah.
I've
Start off
got
easy.
loads, mate.
I've had to bookmark the pages because I'm going to end up forgetting. I keep on having to remind myself what Dark World theme is, and then from actual song, I'm like, how does it go? So
Is it the one that goes?
yeah, because all I could think of was Zelda songs.
Oh, come on, mate. Let's not be pedantic about the fucking.
I mean, but it's not Ben, is it? Humming's.
I will. Not, my mouth trumpet will not be silenced. Spent years crafting this.
There's a title for you.
My mouth trumpet spent years crafting this.
That's it. Good. I can start writing the Patreon right up already. This is amazing. This is the efficiency that Alex brings to the podcast.
Evening, Jason.
Jason.
Oh.
You've got to be a special kind of sadist to have like your full name on YouTube, haven't you? Jason
got my full
Frost. Have you?
Yeah, I think I do
Yeah.
too.
That's what I mean,
Yeah.
just as bad.
There's no way to change it.
Isn't it?
It's
No,
linked to
you
your
need to
Google
create a
account.
different account, essentially.
Yeah. It's a reek bastard.
Right.
Starks bastard.
Bastard.
I've still got a couple of questions on Discord that haven't been answered.
Let's
Maybe
do
grab
one
a
now.
couple.
Do it
Oh,
right
let's
now.
do
yeah?
one now.
Go
I'm jumping in. It's opening.
Penis first.
Mm-hmm.
Gentle
You know,
scratch, just
I
like
live-
Laurie sliding into Dan's shoes.
Yeah, that made me laugh. When I live near a town called Pennycook, and there is a.
That's not a real place.
There's a no,
Where do you live? Near Pennycook.
Any cook.
Pennycook.
Oh,
It's a
that's
town called
not a place.
Pennycook.
It's like Bath. That's not real.
But they've got a Twitter page that's specifically for snow warnings, and it's called Penny Snow. So it just looks like penis now.
Penis.
It doesn't, but it's fine.
Right, I'm still going in with there.
Jason said, "How are we all? I have nothing to hide. Dan, you?
Dan's got lots to hide.
Quite a bit.
Too much to hide. Literally skeletons in his closet.
You know what the biggest thing I hide is? That's really, really, like, people don't know about. So all of
Your
the wonderful no, isn't it an outie? All of the pictures and stuff in here that I take where I'm like, yeah, gaming stuff. I've actually got a very horrible cat litter box, which is underneath the bookshelf. It's like, really, I'll take a picture of it.
We do that does often creep into the odd photo, doesn't it? We've seen it.
Well,
Not
I
as
might
much
have.
as the
Yeah,
wallet.
you might have, because then it's behind the scenes in the WhatsApp group, which you can join if you go over to. Anyway, where's the?
Where the fuck are these questions?
Oh, I accidentally sent the into my football group before. They didn't respond well.
Is there a way I can stop my game from auto updating on Audacity? It does keep turning itself up.
Are you recording already?
No, but I've got it on. I'm not recording. It just keeps changing.
What mic?
The mic volume keeps going up.
It's weird.
What mic have you got, Alex?
80 nano.
Is the gain turned all the way down on that?
I have a question when we're ready.
Okay.
Jason's challenged me.
Oh.
So what?
He said, "Dan, can you play that guitar, or is it just for show?"
challenging.
There you go. That's G code. G code.
Is anyone else getting flashbacks to that episode of The Office where Ricky Gervais?
I've got the goatee on the go as well.
Have you?
A little bit.
I don't have
Can't you see it?
a good enough picture quality to see that.
It's pretty much the same as yours, Ben. Can't you see it? Trying to grow it like you.
I thought you looked a bit sharp last week, Ben. You were a bit like D'Artagnan with the little goatee that you had on.
Oh, sometimes I shave these bits off and just leave this bit and the chin strap.
Did you trim down the moustache? Because it was like Poirot-esque kind of.
I trimmed all of the bits around it, which made it look Poirot-esque. That's not the look I was going for. I was going more for like a Mexican gangster, but
Well, yeah.
Poirot's fine.
It's fine.
Capo.
Too cool. Here, this dates the question. With the X Games, I haven't even read it. With the X Games sports crossing into the Olympics this year, do you think we'll eventually see E-Games becoming Olympic events? And that was from EPM. Oh, sorry.
EPMD.
EP Macaulay. Eamon.
Eamon.
Do you think esports will be an Olympic game one day?
EA man.
He's in the game.
He's in the game.
He's shit at games.
He's in the
Actually, Eamon, if you're listening, I have overtaken your game score again.
God.
Lewis.
Take mine, though.
No one's going to overtake yours, you sado.
Sick burn.
Hold on. I'm sure we just lost another patron.
Yeah, I'm going to cancel.
You should.
You should.
You should.
Genuinely,
You
That's
should.
that's a good point.
What are we talking about?
Esports in the Olympics. In the Olympics.
I think it will happen.
Me too. Eventually.
Like, is it any less of a sport than darts? Is darts in the Olympics?
Don't think so.
No. Is it any less of a sport than weightlifting? Yes. I've got nothing then. I have no idea.
It should be. It will be.
Yeah.
I think like esports in general are like they're a huge consumer market, and the Olympics are fucking fraudulent anyway. The amount of money that they pay the athletes, and then the amount that stays within the Olympic committee. So if they're gonna put the 5 rings around the around computer games and get people to start playing, I don't know, Overwatch 2, whatever it might be, League of Legends, then yeah, I can see it happening.
Rocket League for the gold.
Yeah, look at why is football in it? There's no reason for it to be in there at all. Like it's fine to watch. Yeah,
They've got enough competitions.
I thought the same when they added climbing this time. I mean, it was quite cool, and like the kind of fast climbing and stuff was quite cool to watch. But I'm a bit like, doesn't really feel like an Olympic sport compared to most of the others. But that's the way it's going.
Do you want me to throw you a very quick Mario or Smario before we start?
Oh yeah.
Have you got one?
Mm-hmm.
Can you call it Mario or Smario if it's not Mark that's doing
Don't
it?
think you can.
You have to call it something else.
Okay. So I'm going to list out.
No, what's it called? Come on.
I'm going to list out 3 different. In fact, it's called Olympics or Solympics. I'm going to list out 4 sports, and you've got to guess which one wasn't an actual sport that featured in the Olympic Games previously. Okay.
Yep.
So again, I'm going off an article here, and it's 12 forgotten Olympic sports. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, first one is Olympic golf. And golf was featured in the 1900 and 1904 games, but then it disappeared. Okay.
Never to be seen again. What happened to golf?
Okay.
Came back this year.
I'm just going to say no criticism, but these aren't as well written as Mark's.
No, they're not. Next one's called Tuggy Tuggy.
Yeah.
Originally a sport in the ancient Olympics, it's a variation of the tug of war, which was contested from 1900 to 1920. It involved two men pulling in opposite directions on a rope, trying to grab their opponents into a puddle of water, separating the teams.
At least it was on a rope and not with a rope.
Yeah. Next one, one-handed weightlifting. The weightlifting.
Very similar to Tuggy Tuggy.
Tuggy Tuggy. This weightlifting event was on the Olympic program in the years 1896, 1904. Only one hand was allowed in lifting the weights. And all around dumbbell.
What?
This was an invention for the 1900 Paris Games. In 1904, this event attempted to determine the strongest of the strong by compiling 10 different lifting events over 2 days of competition.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is the Olympics?
I think they all sound like they probably could be, but I guess that's the point. The one-handed weightlifting, I'm going to say.
Okay. I'm going to flip a coin. Ben, you're next.
Ben or Spen?
Whatever you want. Sven.
Let's go for Tuggy Tuggy.
Ben's gone
After the show.
Alex?
See, I'm wondering if it's potentially golf, and then it's a wee bit outdated because they brought golf in this year.
This is the thing with these games. Dan might just be being a gobshite here. You never know.
But yeah, I'm going to say golf.
Jason's gone for golf.
Olympic golf.
Olympic golf.
Sound.
Okay, so let's have a little look. So I'm going to start with one-handed weightlifting. That was an event.
Okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
Next one, all-around dumbbell. That was an event.
Ooh.
I'm going to go for Tuggy Tuggy. That was the Smario. Well done, Ben.
Wow, well done, Ben. Got a hot hand.
Because why the hell
streak.
would there be a sport called Tuggy Tuggy, guys? Really? Come on. Where two men just contest pulling a rope into a puddle of water. Even that was the worst. The other one that was genuinely does sound like it shouldn't have been a sport was solo synchronized swimming.
How can you synchronize with yourself?
It's a genuine sport. It may sound like an oxymoron, but the sport was contested in 3 Olympiads. 84, 88, and as early as or as late as 1992, before organisers realised that a person swimming alone cannot be synchronised with anyone else.
I was about to say, I'm sure I remember seeing something like that, like even in or replays or highlights packages.
Isn't it? Ridiculous. Croquet was in there as well, and equestrian high jump as well, which sounds cool. Should we
flipping over backwards?
And it says long jump as well, so might as well just call it horse lamer. Oh, it's an Olympic champion.
Yeah.
Bit insensitive. Okay, we're starting. Are we starting?
No, not yet. Alex, are you doing your headset stuff, or do you do Gamescom predictions?
I mean, the headset's a bit boring. It's whether you might get a bit more chat out of Gamescom.
Sorry, have we got show notes that I've missed?
Yeah.
I never saw them.
I sent them to 2 different chats, so...
No excuse.
Well, you have got a wedding coming up. I'll probably let you off that.
Let's have a look. How long ago was that?
3 days or something?
Oh, shitting hell.
Oh, no, it's like today or something.
Okay.
You spat your wine across the room then.
Right. Well, we just do Gamescom predictions.
It's funny because when I realised that's what you guys were doing last week, I logged into the show notes just to see what you were actually doing.
Oh, God. The fact they misspell hemorrhoids.
I still can't find them.
It just says my big fat Greek hemorrhoids underneath. This is new news. That's another name for the podcast.
You got them?
Maybe because they're called copy of episode 43.
Oh,
Ah.
there you go. That's my fault.
Don't make excuses for him.
Do you want me to
I'm
post
just
in the
trying to
chat?
be helpful.
The fact that
I'll-
it's called copy doesn't stop him seeing it on WhatsApp.
How big's that drink bottle? Jesus Christ! Where's it end?
Doesn't
It's
doesn't.
massive. No need
Is it
for
a
that
litre?
at all.
I'm going to put Quake
Yeah.
in as my news story.
Oh,
then.
good point. Good one.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Good
What
one.
I haven't even watched the Pokemon thing. I'm meant to be fucking talking about it. Let me find an article.
I'm happy enough to talk about my hemorrhoids flaring up occasionally.
It's when you try and go in a rush, isn't it?
Mm.
Try and force it out too quickly.
Yeah.
Some spotting.
Oh, Ben.
Then you really have to dab, don't you, rather than wipe.
Middle age.
Can you tell I've never dabbed before because I did this?
Oh dear.
Oh, dearie.
Oh dear.
Right. Where's all this Quake shit then?
Quake.
Anecdotally, the cross players were doing really, really well until one of them das heiled on a podcast.
Actually, he mentioned
Actually,
Mein Kampf
I
last
just
week as well.
realised
2 weeks ago.
that's going to be an absolutely awful sticker in the chat later on. You doing that?
Oh dear.
It's whenever Laurie starts like slacking someone off, throw the das heil. Oh dear.
Right, let's just check.
Cliche to say this, but it is getting noticeably getting darker at night.
That's what normally happens.
All right. That's because you've never seen the show notes. Fuck.
You can see them now. Ben's put Quake in. Okay, cool. Are we ready to go?
Yep.
Oh, we need to clap.
Sorry, I'm just downloading
I
Quake.
started recording.
Uh,
Test. Test.
Just
Oh.
want to verify that Quake is on Game Pass.
It is. Jason put in a couple of pictures into WhatsApp.
Well,
Game Pass,
pardon me
Switch,
for not
and
trusting Jason.
PlayStation.
Is it
Oh, you're really
new-
quiet, Alex. Whatever you're doing there.
Is that going down again?
Yeah,
That's weird.
awesome.
Is that a new version of Quake? Is it like a
It's remastered.
seriously just shadow drop?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody hell! I like Quake as well.
That's still quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's strange. Is it like a setting in Skype or something like you?
Well, I did think it might have been Skype, and now I can hear myself louder. But if
You
it's
go
now-
back up there.
Yeah, there's like it sounds like it's some sort of auto gain. I don't know how to.
I had that with my last mic that I had to get rid of. It kept.
Oh, don't
Apparently,
say
it's
that.
a really common fault with Blue Yetis.
Well,
I mean, it didn't do it the last time.
You sound fine now.
yeah.
It's still
Yeah, maybe
going up,
just-
so the gain is really high.
Hmm. So you want the gain on the mic itself to be all the way down, ideally.
That's it all the way down, I think.
On the actual, like the knob on the mic itself.
But it doesn't have
That one. Yeah, you haven't got one.
one knob.
can't hear that.
That was
I'm
very,
shut
very
up
well
and let you
patched.
figure it out.
Really, really quiet. Really. I've only got one knob. Hi, Ethan. Motion control Quake speedrun sounds decent to me, mate.
Oh, God. Sounds horrendous.
I don't know, like
Controls.
it's probably one of those few games that I would actually be quite interested in trying to speedrun it. Know it that well. Twist the knob, mate. That's what Ethan says.
Happy birthday for the other day, Ethan.
Oh yeah, cheers, man. Yeah. All
Was
the
it his
best.
birthday? Happy birthday.
And it's Mark's birthday today. Really
Yeah.
is birthday season here at TCP Towers, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Isn't it quaint? I'm cutting off half of your head here, by the way, Ben.
Okay, I'll sit back. Sorry.
I know.
That's
I
just-
don't know what.
No, that's just because I set up, I think.
Oh,
That's that. You got to get the full head in.
there we go. Got your full head in now. It was the feed on Skype wasn't quite right. Okay.
Eat.
It wasn't Reet. Okay.
I have no idea.
That sounded fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just keep an eye on the gain, and if it keeps going up, I'll put it back down.
We'll let you know if we can hear you.
Yeah. Are you on a Mac, Alex?
No.
Oh, okay, not good. Just on another note, what webcam are you using?
Mine?
Yeah.
It was one work sent me.
Okay.
Don't know what it's called.
Has it got any settings on it at all?
No, it literally just turned it off.
Oh, it's off.
That's a setting. I don't know how you change the. Is it just refresh rate on it? Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah, because that flickering in the background, I think that's.
You switch your light on or put a light on.
I'll switch the light on.
Does that not go?
Or not.
I think like normal light bulbs run at. There we go. That's better, isn't it?
Mm.
I think our light bulbs here run at 50 hertz. So if you have your camera at 60 hertz, that's when that strobing starts, or the other way around.
Interesting.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'll see if I can find settings on that.
50 hertz light bulbs sounds like a scenario to me.
Yeah.
You keep on cutting out your audio. Your video, Dan.
Me? I'm fine.
Mm.
He's not drunk.
No, it's not changing on mine. That's weird.
It just sort of freezes
Yeah,
momentarily.
that's what I meant. Sorry.
That's weird. No idea. It's working okay on the stream now. So
Good.
Right, I'll stick something in Discord about the giveaway. We're doing a giveaway.
a quick giveaway. Oh, a cheeky giveaway. Oh, you like a
Giveaway.
giveaway, do you? Oh, give it
that.
away.
I guess
Give it away,
anyone
give it
in the
away.
chat that guesses the correct song first.
Iceland picked
Yeah.
one. I need to pick one.
Oh yeah, okay. Took me a couple of seconds to understand what you're talking about there. Boop, boop.
Okay, yeah. Yep, okay. Me too.
Mhm.
This is going to go well.
See if I if I was to jump into even my description song, yeah, I've remembered it.
Right, yeah, same. Where's mine? Okay, yeah, I've got mine.
A couple of seconds. It takes a couple of seconds. Just get it loaded up on YouTube just in case.
I have. Pick up and play. Pick up and play. Ooh, Lewis. I don't even know what that second thing is of yours.
Wait then, I won't get it.
Won't you pick up and play?
Got my song. I'm ready with my song. Look at it. Axel F. What tune?
Axel.
Everyone had that as a ringtone, didn't they, for ages when you could plug them in yourself?
Bring, bring.
Oh yeah.
Crazy Frog version.
Yeah. Yeah. That was Z Cars if you lived in Liverpool. You're around an Evertonian. Not a good song.
Right, shall we clap? Are we? Sorry, Alex, are you fixed?
It's fixed as I think
Personal
I'm going to be.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right,
I can't
it'll be fine.
try anything else.
We'll let you know if we can't hear you properly. We'll just let you know.
Just remember,
try and
guys.
keep an eye on it.
Yeah, keep it simple. Don't mention EGX or Lewis will probably walk out.
I got that new bit for my seat a week and a half ago, and I've still not fixed my seat.
Oh, you haven't put it in yet?
No, I've been off. I've not really been sitting here.
All the more reason to do it,
It's
Lewis.
behind me.
Jesus Christ.
Put it in the right
Fucking time.
side.
They told me it would come with notes on how to do it. Did it come with notes? Did it fuck?
Easy. Okay, I'm going to start recording.
Me too.
Here I go.
I'm recording.
Me 3.
I've started recording.
I've started recording.
And me.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Delightful.
Yes, quite. Ben,
Hi.
you looking forward to EGX? Intro.
Kept you waiting. Sucks.
Hello there, and welcome to CrossCast episode 44, recorded live on YouTube on Thursday, 19th August 2021. My name is Lewis, and today I'm joined by 3 absolute guys, the first of them being freshly sluiced and ready for action. He goes by many names. Thongy dongy dingy dooley woolly bully schooly really cooly grooly. Cinnamon. Beanpole. Moose. Keith. But we know him as the slippery bugger, Ben.
Wow. I can confirm I've never been called Beanpole in my life.
Good. Next up. Fructose, sucrose, glucose, and everything like those. Those were ingredients used to make a boy. The boy. The perfect boy. Thus Daniel Ward was born. Hi, Dan.
Hello, mate.
And what was that? What was that you were doing there?
I was doing a Lewis dab. That's what you think of dabbing.
So just to talk people through that at home very quickly. So Lewis thought a dab was putting his one hand underneath his nose, like thus, and then putting one hand up in the air, like in the air, as if it.
I didn't. Well,
Very
yeah,
inappropriate
Yeah.
gesture.
Yeah,
Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Are you well, Dan? Sorry.
I'm fine. Ironically, apparently you're also in control of the Juventus women's Twitter account, which is a hot take as well.
Last, but by no means least, doesn't care about story, doesn't care about gameplay, doesn't care about graphics, doesn't care about genre, doesn't care about art style, doesn't care about the game. He only cares about his gamer score. It's Alex.
So not true.
Got
So
him.
not true. Hello.
You good? You well?
I'm very well, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. That's
Happy to be here.
That's your first CrossCast?
It is indeed.
Wow.
Delightful. Been on a few. You're a stalwart of Game Club.
I've become a little bit like that, yeah.
You and Jason.
Mm.
Do you have anything nice to drink on this Thursday evening, Alex?
I have a large bottle of diluting juice.
Gosh. This guy.
Absolutely massive.
That's big.
Ben?
Just Brewdog Punk IPA. Just this bog standard faux craft beer.
It's nice though.
It's cheaper than the proper craft beers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Morals out the window.
Exactly. What?
Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had a Dr. Pepper.
I really like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, me too. If I had to drink a fizzy drink, then
would be the
that
one.
would be the one I would probably pick.
Agreed. Superior.
And I've got red wine.
Someone's on holiday.
I am not at work. Yeah, I decided to go to the shop and get myself some red. Don't ask me what kind it is.
I was going to say, have you got the fluffy slippers on as well, and you've had the bath bomb, and you've been pampering? Is that the week you've had? Oh,
Oh, it's a Is that a Castillo?
Yeah, it is. No, actually, I picked up the wrong one.
You've got two
It's
bottles
a,
on there.
it's a Merlot.
Oh.
Jesus. I couldn't. I've already had a couple of sips and I can't tell the difference.
Malbec all day, every day.
Yeah, Cabernet Sauvignon for me.
Basic bitch.
That's a sophisticated
Champagne
palate.
for me.
Champagne. Cava.
That's not a red wine, so joke's on you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you know what? I did that once. That's reminded me when me and my mates were in our kind of late teens. We all went out for a curry, and my mates were like, "Well, should we be really grown up and get a bottle of wine?" And I was like, "Don't worry, lads, I've got this. Do you want white or red?" And they were like, "White." So I was like, "Okay, waiter, can we have a Rioja, please?" Yeah, they still rinse me for that to this very day.
A Rioja.
A Rioja.
Rioja. Tories.
Yeah.
All right, shall we jump into the new news?
Ooh.
Tonight, the headlines. Quake has just dropped hot off the press. Pokemon Presents. And a couple of Gamescom predictions. Those are our headlines for this evening. Now, it literally is, like I think in the last hour and a half time of recording, Quake has shadow dropped across all platforms, which is pretty big news. I mean, I personally played Quake quite a bit back in the day. I had Quake, the original Quake, on the 64, and played it quite a bit more than Doom. So I'm pretty happy that it's there. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, Ben.
I'm over the ruddy moon. Yeah.
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 Good.
Absolutely made up.
You look at
Chuffed to bits.
those eyes, dead
yeah.
eyes.
I played a bit of Quake 3 Arena on the Dreamcast, I think, back in the day, and it was cool. I always got on much better with Quake than Doom, as you said. So yeah, this is cool. Just what a big game to just come out of nowhere and straight to all platforms.
Did you say it was a total remaster? Apologies.
I think so, yeah. As far as I mean, obviously we're just hearing this right hot off the presses right now. So, we don't
so what are they saying on the presses, Ben? What are the presses saying?
Hang on, let me just touch my ear again. The Bethesda Softworks released a remastered version of the original Quake, the landmark first-person shooter id Software published 25 years ago.
Wow.
That is courtesy of Polygon, a reputable news site for video game news.
It's got full multiplayer on it, and it's got crossplay, and yeah, it looks really, really cool. Actually, to be fair, it's remastered, but it's remastered in a way that it still looks just like an older game. So yeah, it does look absolutely baffling to me though. This will be very, very fun to play multiplayer, I think.
Yeah.
It's almost always good when they just appear out of nowhere and suddenly.
Yeah, there's no
Particularly on the
build
Game
up.
Pass. And I think
There we
they've
go.
also added.
First mention.
They've also added Quake 2 and 3 on PC as well on Game Pass. So I think they've done the remaster and then added on 2 and 3 because I think this has all come out a part of it's QuakeCon at the moment. So QuakeCon's going on at the moment, and that's where they announced it.
Crazy.
Literally, could you get any bigger game? If you've gone to QuakeCon and then there's a remaster of Quake, I think you will be pretty happy with that. So it says in terms of multiplayer, co-op for 2 players, split screen, or up to 4 players online. In competitive, there's online for 8 players or local split screen for 4. In a nice touch, there are dedicated servers for online matchmaking, and if you do decide to set up custom matches with friends, it'll use peer-to-peer. Also, campaign co-op and online play is all cross-platform with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, but not with
Wonderful.
Switch.
Oh, really?
No, apparently not. It doesn't say it there. So Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
For for a little fun, anyone remember what the cheat code was? Sorry, for the original Quake.
God, no clip.
Sorry, I don't know. Can you think of the one that I've got in my head?
So just a random cheat code.
No.
Just a load of Q's.
All right.
Fill out the cheat code box with Q's, and it opened up every level. That was the one that was in my head. I don't know if God mode or no clip or Quake passwords. Got passwords in mind.
No clip was definitely a cheat code, because that meant you could just go through walls. Then it just broke the game. So I think when you played it like to death, like we did when we were younger, yeah, you then get the opportunity just to start floating through walls and scare the shit out of the monsters. So
That's quite cool, actually. To be fair, playing that in 4K 60 is going to be oodles of fun.
You've changed. 4K 60. Who are you?
4K 60. I'm Laurie. Hi.
Look a bit different.
Look, I've got a PlayStation t-shirt on it.
You do. All right. Anything else on Quake?
no, not at all. Just
No.
brilliant game. Really, really exciting.
Yeah. I'm gonna download it now. So
What
it's ready.
platform?
I'm going to download it on the going to download it on the Xbox via Game Pass.
I might do the same after this as well and play a couple of games with you. If you're up
Sounds good.
for it. Yeah.
Yep.
Do it.
Definitely.
Never played Quake.
You're
Well.
about to.
No better time to start.
Pretty sure it'll have decent
Gamer
achievements
score.
attached to it. In fact, I'll ask this earlier. Can you what was your total score for July? Do you remember?
Of course he does.
You know this.
Yeah.
It was over 10,000, wasn't it?
No, it was about 8.5 because I think I've just gone over it for August.
Have you? I'm going to ask
Okay.
you every month. I will get you back at least once a month so we can have a monthly update
You need a
on,
graph.
on where you're at. Yeah.
I'm looking
graph.
forward to like grilling you over this, Alex, over EGX. Sorry, Lewis. Just so I can like find out how you balance being a parent as well as like getting that gamer score, because that's just
We all-
baffling.
I just parent until the child goes to bed, and then I don't actually. I parent, but I don't husband. That's how it is.
Okay, yeah,
There we go. That's the key to success
That's
in
it.
life.
that's a quote and a half. That
While we're on the subject, I did just want to ask Alex one more thing while we're live on air. What just hot take. What was your thoughts on Reactor X that you got 100% gamer score on? Did you enjoy playing that?
Loved it.
Yeah,
It was
love every
great. The
minute.
best 20 minutes I've spent in my life.
You absolute bastard.
And that was a
Doesn't
great
care about
4,000
wait a
gamer
minute.
score.
Let me just go back through this here. Doesn't care about story, doesn't care about gameplay, doesn't care about the graphics, doesn't care about genre, doesn't care about art style, doesn't care about the game. Just the gamer score.
Reactor X.
and considering I've got a higher gamer score than you, Ben, it's surprising. I think.
What this month?
No, just in general.
Well, that's not that surprising, is it?
Yeah, it is.
You've had a PC for years.
Well, I've not really played it. You've had Xboxes, both of them. In fact, 3 of them now, I think.
Yeah.
I've not really played it until last month.
Well, we've still got it.
Yeah, I think I've gone up like 180 this month. You've got it there, Ben. I'm down the bottom.
Just the full rundown here. Number one,
Thanks.
we've got Alex on 8,880. What a bell end. Then we've got Mark on 2,475. Guy called Benji Kong 1,580, and then
Who's a
Eamon
sack?
1,570.
Whoa.
So just 10 points behind. But he's just been playing shit games and getting his kids to play Roblox under his profile. He's not faulting anyone. Lewis, I'm scrolling down. You're on 185.
Thanks. I told you.
And Dan.
Number 9. On my friends, anyway.
I can't see you, mate. Have you unfriended me?
No,
Oh, no.
you-
Dark Sora, 405. Respectable.
That's decent.
Mm.
That's decent. Oh well. Pokemon Presents. There was a Pokemon Presents presentation, wasn't there?
There was, and we got dates. I'm just trying to find them again because I've been scrolling all over the shop. Pokemon Cafe Mix is getting remixed, apparently. Let's just zoom through the stuff we don't really care about. Pokemon Unite heads to mobile in September.
What's the next story?
There we go. Lewis's big... No, let's not go on to that one. Then what's new in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl, which do look quite nice. They will be games that I buy, I think. Both are remakes of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, updated and faithful to the originals. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl will feature the originals mini games like the Super Contest and the Underground with dowsing mini game, and even your secret base. Players will also be able to customize your trainer's outfit and even their Pokeballs with collectible stickers that add visual effects to throw, animations, and that is coming out in what month was it?
November.
I think it might be, November. And then Arceus, which, to be fair, that Breath of the Wild-esque trailer did look far more polished than what they showed earlier, and that's out early next year. So
it looks pretty. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty good. I don't know if it was the Breath of the Wild trailer because they kind of hit all that points. The trainer riding on the back of a deer, whatever the fuck it was. The music, even there was a moment when the camera panned in a similar style to the first Breath of the Wild trailer. Yeah, but it does look pretty good.
New Pokemon Switch Lite as well, which looked pretty nice. That was November.
Now
5th.
you're talking my language.
Yeah, we go back.
That does look cool.
It did look really, really pretty, like dark grey. Pretty nice. And Arceus is January 28th, 2022. So there you go. That's not too bad. And you can pre-order it now, guys. Woo! What tat can we get with that? Let's find some tat.
I'm out. Do you know what? No, I'm not even going to say it.
No, come on.
I was going to say I'm out of the pre-ordering game.
You're not, though.
Oh,
You're not, because you literally know what you pre-ordered. So. It's only because you spent the most money on one.
I think Skyward Sword has burned me somewhat, like it did in the original release when I got the gold one with the golden Joy-Con, and I was like, actually, this game's dog shit. I'm not going to play games anymore.
So I'm just curious because there's someone else in the who will not be named who keeps on saying they don't play the Switch anymore and is trying to get a rise out of everyone. Are you going to jump into this, either Arceus or one of the remakes?
I've got no plans to.
No. Okay. Interesting.
I think I said it last week. Like, I haven't even played Sword yet. I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me. I don't have the same love for Pokemon that a lot of our friends do.
Alex?
Pokemon's always kind of passed me by. I've never really played Pokemon. I think I tried to play Red, potentially. But I don't know if it was just the point that I kind of missed the fad with Pokemon and I've never really picked it up again. I did pick up Sword and played a bit of it, but fell off it. So I've never really clicked with Pokemon at all. It's just never been my thing.
It's like that. You said Pokemon just passed you by, but you meant to catch them. That's the point of the game. You meant to. Hey. Sorry. Ethan said in the chat, crossing my fingers for a tote bag or passport cover pre-order bonus. That's quite good.
I mean, I'm going to get Arceus or however you pronounce it. I'm not sure on Shining Diamond or whatever they're called. Not sold on that, but the new one that's coming out next year looks pretty good. There's one extra thing on this that I seen as part of that presentation, actually, and apologies if you're going to mention it, Dan, but people should be aware that if you pre-order Pokemon Legends Arceus on the Nintendo eShop before the 9th of May 2022, you get 30 heavy balls.
Just what you've always wanted.
Don't pre-order a digital game. That is the silliest thing in the world. And
but
that is speaking from experience.
Did you get 30 heavy balls?
No, but I did get stung by Mario Tennis. Pre-ordering that and then playing it and then thinking, now there's nothing I can do because I don't like it and I've spent 50 quid on it.
Should have read the review before you bought it.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, Lewis. Thank you.
And now it just sits here and stares at you, reminding you of your mistake, doesn't it?
Exactly. So,
Don't say that about Lewis.
Thanks, Dad. Okay. And anything else on Pokemon? I can't. I had it on in the background, the presentation, but I wasn't paying all that much attention to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's something. It looks different, and if that's the direction they're going to take it, the kind of franchise in, then I'm all there for it. I think it's just going to take a couple of iterations with the Pokemon Company and Game Freak to be able to get it right. So yeah, I'm being patient.
Did you say you were going to get either remake?
Yeah, I'll probably get one of the remakes, and I'll probably get RKS as well. I do genuinely enjoy the games as well. I had Shield and Sword because I accidentally bought the wrong one when I wanted to go back and replay it, which really fucked me off because now I can't get my Pokemon back. I don't think anyway. Ethan might have to help me out. But yeah, I enjoyed that game. It was like, again, I always use the comfort food analogy, but it really is. It's a very, very simple game. The Mega Raids or Dynamax Raids or whatever they're called in it were actually quite interesting at times, and the events that they had were cool. The open world aspect to it was relatively limited, so I think if Arceus is, kind of realizes what they tried to start with Sword and Shield, then it'll be a decent iteration.
I think that is the one thing that does appeal to me slightly. Is like it does seem like it's quite easy. Like there's not much pushback on it. It'll be quite a nice chill out game. So that, yeah, maybe I'll try and give Sword a go before these ones come out, and they can finally sell me on Pokemon.
Yeah, you have played it before. I've had EGX 2019. There's a photo of you playing Pokemon, and you look furious.
No, I do you remember? I was actually probably the most high on it.
No, I don't remember that.
Well,
yeah, I remember that.
Dan argued with a guy.
I did.
Yeah.
Not normal.
Dan argued with someone.
Yeah, but no, I'll give it a go.
Too soon.
One of these days.
The one thing I'd say is in the same vein, that Persona kind of makes you realize, high school games can be quite interesting because that dynamic is still quite like genuinely interesting. Like Pokemon games, like that battle to get to the top and be number one is quite cool as well. And I think if that gets its hook into you, you'll probably enjoy it. So
nice,
delightful. Okay, a couple of Gamescom predictions. I'll hold my hand up and say I didn't even realise Gamescom was on the horizon. Never mind predicting anything for it. Alex, do you have anything in mind?
I think the one thing that I'm really expecting is a date for Halo Infinite. I think if we don't get a date for Halo Infinite next week, then I think we're really going to start to worry about it. If they don't date that next week, you're going to think, is it going to hit 2021? I mean, I think it's got to. That's the one thing I expect, and I'd be quite surprised if they're not going to aim for the 20th anniversary to release it on then. If they don't go for that mid-November date, then surely that's got to be what they're aiming for, because why wouldn't you?
But then isn't Forza mid-November as well?
Forza's 9th of November.
Yeah. That's pretty close to drop them within like a week of each other, isn't it?
But then a very different demographic for each, I suppose. I mean, they're two big games, but you could play them quite happily together. So that's probably the kind of my big expectation is going to be that date for Halo Infinite and seeing a bit more of the story, which would be good to see. I also think we might see some big games hitting Game Pass. I've got a feeling we're going to see some third-party announcements in day one Game Pass. I still think you might see Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, good chance.
There's been many rumours, and I think if there'll obviously be Vanguard getting announced tonight, Call of Duty, then I think Battlefield will want to get back in that game, and I think Game Pass is a very, very good way of doing that. And the other one that I thought, and I don't know whether you might see, because EA and Microsoft themselves seem to kind of get on quite well at the moment, and whether with the eFootball or PES or whatever they're calling it these days, new football game going free to play, whether they might see an opportunity to hit FIFA on Game Pass early. Don't think they will, but it's a possibility.
It's interesting with Vanguard that obviously it was announced before, and probably will be news for any other podcast other than us. It's meant to be about it's post World War II game about hunting down Hitler's successor, which is quite genuinely sounds quite an interesting war concept, and I liked the old World War II versions of the Call of Duty games. So
how does he dab? That's the question.
I wasn't going to ask that. But the part that was also interesting is part of the Warzone update. There's like a really robust cheat platform coming out with it, because that is one of the main things with Warzone people still complain about. It's like the ability to cheat is very, very simple compared to like Fortnite or anything else. On Gamescom, notable providers that won't be there: Sony won't be there, Nintendo won't be there. So doubt we're going to see anything Metroid or Breath of the Wild. Definitely won't see anything Sony related. But
Smash, have they done stuff? Smash Brothers stuff before?
They're literally not on the list, so I don't know why they would.
But we
partner up with
have
anyone.
Jeff Keighley's opening night live, which is showing I think 30 games. So there could be plenty in there.
And we had
Maybe not a lot, but there could be some.
And we had a state of play, didn't we, at the start of E3 when Sony obviously weren't going to be at E3. So
Yeah.
they had something they had the extended Horizon footage. So we might see something Ragnarok. We could see Lost Judgment for more Forbidden West. But yeah, I definitely agree. I think a release date for Halo would be a no-brainer. Yeah, it's just a lot of Sony stuff to come, which hopefully we'll see a little bit more of. Bethesda are showing off some bits. So
You get to see Starfield, but
yeah, some Starfield maybe. What was the name of that? That vampire game, Arcane one.
no idea.
Deathloop. No.
No, the Red Path.
Oh, the one that was at the end of the
That looked
presentation.
cool.
Redfall.
Redfall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
So if you see some of Redfall, because they're bigging that up, aren't they, for a reason? And I think it's
Yeah,
because
brand new
one,
IP, yeah.
yeah, Arcane's bringing out Deathloop now, and they're like, well, look at the next Arcane game that we're doing. I'm really, really stoked to see more Far Cry 6 as well by Ubisoft, only because I'm rewatching Breaking Bad, and Gustavo Fring in that is just absolutely fantastic. He's just menacing it, and having him go full on, I think it's like Cuban warlord. That sounds like an exceptionally compelling villain.
Yeah, he's a
Series to go for.
fantastic actor.
Yeah, he's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
The other thing. Sorry.
No, on you go, Alex.
So the other thing I was wondering is Devolver have made a few noises around it as well, and I'm wondering if this might you see Death's Door potentially announced for other platforms.
That's right, actually.
That's
Just because
Flash.
Nintendo aren't there doesn't mean there's or Sony it doesn't mean that things will be announced for them.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, God knows here.
Yeah,
I mean,
good call that.
The list of people that are there just very, 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 very quickly. So you've got 505, Activision, Aerosoft, Assemble Entertainment, Astragon, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, EA, Gameville come to us, Head Up Indie Arena, Koch Media, Next Studios, Tencent, Sega Europe, Team 17, Techland, Thunderful Games, Ubisoft, Wargaming, and Xbox. So it's not like there's...
We've had confirmation today from Thunderful that they'll be showing off the Gunk, and that will definitely be coming out 2021. So that's pretty cool.
It's good to know, because I think that'll be in the Xbox stream, because I think the Xbox have said only 2021 games that they're showing in their stream. So updates on announced 2021 game.
Just on that list you had, Dan, was Team Cherry on there at all?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
On it, but I don't know whether or not they'd mention every single indie developer, because I presume there are going to be quite a lot there. So
Still hope, Lewis.
I've just got a feeling like 2022 is going to be a banger of a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it
am
will. Yeah.
petrified by it, because I'm just like, I'm going to be sensible next year. I'm not going to spend as much money, and it's just psyching itself up with all of the games that are getting teased and delayed.
Well, the beauty of it is you've got Game Pass, so you're not going to need to spend that much money.
Yeah. But even then, like you're saying about 2022, the end of this year, and the announcements are still going to come.
Yeah.
This is all seems to happen. The last few years, the first sort of 6 or 7 months of the year, been sort of dribs and drabs of releases, and then the end is just packed full of stuff, and it's going to happen again this year. So it's going to be a busy old time.
Absolutely.
I think you've got something every couple of weeks at the moment. I mean, maybe not AAA, but you've got something to look forward to every few weeks at the minute.
Lovely.
What a time.
All right. If there's nothing else, let's move on to pick up and play. Pick Pick Up and Play, a section where we discuss things that we picked up and, other stuff that we've played in that. Right, so I'm going to go first this week, and I'm going to do my Pick Up and Played very briefly because I've not played them for that long. And I promised Mark that I'd discuss it with him. But pickups, Jason, our lovely Jason, was kind enough to send me a copy of Samus Returns on the 3DS. So playing that after giving the Game Boy Advance games back to my next door neighbour. They're safely back next door. Yep, they're there. So playing that at the moment, and it's taken up all of my time playing computer games. My other pickup is in relation to a birthday present that I got in June. It's this.
There we
The
go.
most boring thing ever, and it's a puzzle mat.
A what?
It's a puzzle mat. So you put a jigsaw puzzle on this mat, and you blow up this thing in the middle, and you roll it up, and it keeps it all nice and secure.
Oh my god.
That's awful.
So this is the first puzzle I've done in years, and it's a Zelda Hyrule map.
Okay.
And it's the first one I've done in years, and I did it. I had like 40 minutes yesterday. I was like, I'm going to start that puzzle now. And then I got the thing out. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, you got to turn all the pieces over the right way. And I was like, oh, now I need to find a couple of corners. And I got a corner, and I was like, right. And I just looked at the puzzle, and I was like, this is going to take me longer than 40 minutes. It took me, I think, in that space of time, I managed to find 7 pieces, which all fit together after a bit of force. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a bit more. I mean, I've been interested in doing a couple of puzzles, so I'll give periodic updates on how I'm getting on.
They're quite good for mindfulness and all that.
Yeah.
Shite, aren't they?
Yeah.
I used to really enjoy doing a jigsaw. I've got loads of jigsaws that I used to just kind of sit up in the attic and shut myself away with a jigsaw when I needed peace.
I mean, like I said, I don't think I've done one as an adult, a jigsaw. So, looking forward to carving out some time. Try to pull myself away from both Samus Returns and Blasphemous. So I started that finally the other day. I have seen in the past that the imagery freaked me out slightly, especially when viewed in the trailer. It isn't as bad, obviously, when you're playing the game because the more gruesome stuff's spread out a bit more. But even when I seen, like, Mark posted up a tweet today of a boss from Blasphemous, and I was like, oh, come on, I don't want to have to do this. It's not nice. I want nice things. So I'm playing both very, very good, but Samus Returns has usurped Blasphemous. I planned on concentrating on that, but when this came through the door, it was pushed to the side. So I'll be all done for Dread coming out in a couple of months once I've done Samus Returns.
Cool.
Delightful.
Cool.
All right, Ben.
Yo. There's pretty slim pickings this week. I picked up a copy of Borderlands Legendary Collection for the Switch, bolstering the physical Switch collection there. On Mark's recommendation, actually. He loves this game. And he said, get that, you'd like that. And that's all it took. So I've got that.
You're right, just fucking...
I'm very easy to market to. So that's my main pickup for the week. And what have I played? I have played, obviously, a bit of Slay the Spire. Just that's my comfort food.
Saw you playing that. Yeah, saw that on the 50 times that Benji Kong is now online. That now my Xbox app now tells me. I'm like, what's he playing? That he's just on the online. Slay the Spire, and then I downloaded it. I was like, okay, it must be need to play this.
It is 2 in the morning.
Good.
Yeah.
And Lewis, you said you've turned a corner with it, right? You kind of can see the appeal now.
Yeah, I can. So I think it was ages, like years, that you guys have been speaking about it, and I hadn't played it. And I decided to play it earlier in the year, and I was like, this is utter hogwash, and uninstalled it. But yeah, I played it the other day, and I played it on my phone, and I was lying in bed, and I think about an hour passed, and I was like, I've been playing this for an hour and I haven't realised the passage of time. I thought I'd completed it. I was like, this is fucking easy. And then it went like stage 2 or whatever the next bit. I was like, oh, okay. So I haven't slayed the Spire. But yeah, I've not gone back to it since then. But yeah, it's good.
So
I consider getting it on Switch.
Yeah, you definitely should. You can pick it up I think, for under 20 quid.
But I've seen it on the games collection for $11.99, and anything more than that will just seem like I'm paying over the odds. Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of, I think I got to the 55th floor this week for the first time, and I think that is the actual final boss. So there's like 4 levels that you can do, but I think when you first start playing it, you're only aware of 3, and then you can kind of unlock the 4th level by doing some other stuff. So yeah, I think that's like I got my ass handed to me by the final boss, but I got there, and it's just one of those games. It just makes you feel so clever. I love that when you kind of figure out, I'm just going to poison this enemy, and then I'm going to use that card and hold on to this thing that will then triple my next attack, and it's proper like nerdy fun. I love it. But at the opposite end of the scale, sort of later on in the week, I really fancied just some dumb violence, and so I went outside
with a Nerf gun.
So I started playing Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Okay.
And I'm completely hooked. That is exactly what I fancied.
Which one are you playing?
So the first one. So
okay, yeah.
Gears of War Ultimate. So that was like the remaster of the first game, basically. Yeah, looks really good. Plays. It's just like a dumb Hollywood action movie.
Yeah.
Which just one set piece after another. I'm playing it on casual. I didn't want any kind of challenge. I just want to just blast through these grunts, and yeah, the setting and some of the enemies. It's just really, they just nail the atmosphere in that game. Like it's proper creepy, just creeping around at night, and there's, you have to stay in the light, otherwise these birds, I think they're called krill, will just swoop down and basically kill you instantly. So you have to kind of like shoot propane tanks so you can stay in the light of those, and it's just really good fun. It's dumb, violent fun, and I think I'm going to complete it because I think I'm on the 4th act of 5. So
it's a great game. It's a really good game. It's even with the update to it. I played the legendary version a while ago, and it didn't click with me again. But I had very fond memories of playing it when I was younger. I think I played 1, 2, and 3, and 4. No, it's 5 is the most recent one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw that on Game Pass as well, and I was like, I need to play 4 first before I can go into it. So I might try and see if I can get it, and then.
Yeah, I've kind of got the intention of playing through all 5 of them. So I think I don't remember any of this, by the way, but I'm pretty sure I played all of 1 in co-op with an ex-flatmate of mine. And then I played 2, about half of 2 by myself, and then just kind of dropped off the franchise. But yeah, it's really good, and I feel like it's kind of slept on. As big as a franchise as it is, I feel like it's a bit like people are quite dismissive of it. But it's it's got a decent story. The character progression, it's as good as most other video games. Like I don't really have any issues with that, and the gameplay is just rock solid. So, loving it. And Alex, I particularly think you would love it.
Yeah, I downloaded it after you said that yesterday.
About the story-based achievements, was that?
Yeah, that was it. I said it. I was like, I looked and he's like, I think he's got 250 already. Oh, that's fine. If Ben's got that, then I'll manage, no bother. But
5 minutes.
I remember playing Gears of War when it originally released, and back then I was very much a FIFA type person and a PES type person. It wasn't so much, so I'll try this, but I can't, and I keep dying, and then I probably didn't even get through the first act. But I definitely feel now I would enjoy it much, much more. So I've downloaded it to start.
Yeah, I was going to say it came out in 2006, Gears of War 1. Can you remember any other games from 2006 that came out?
I should know this because I used to be on a podcast where we covered these years, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Right.
Elder Scrolls 4, Call of Duty 3, Lego Star Wars 2, Need for Speed Carbon, Dead Rising came out, Splinter Cell Double Agent, Bully, Tomb Raider Legends, Final Fantasy 12, Hitman Blood Money, Wii Sports, Akami came out that year, Company of Heroes, that was banging, Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle-earth was fucking banging, that was number 2. That's Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories as well.
That's one game, like Okami. People sing that's praises. It's never appealed to me.
I think it did when I was younger, but yeah, the remaster of it didn't when I saw it recently. I was like,
Because I think that was roughly kind of Xbox 360 launch period.
Yeah, it was the same year the PS3 came out, because Resistance was out as well that year.
Yeah, because 360 was early, and then
It's a great game.
PS3 came a bit later, didn't it?
It's like the golden age of Xbox, wasn't it? Halo was 2001, and then 2006 you had like Gears of War. All of the third parties start coming there. The Summer of Arcade, I think, was in full flight by that point.
Yeah,
banging.
I think we're kind of witnessing the second surge of that at the moment. To be honest, like I think it was yesterday that I tweeted about it when I'd started playing Gears of War on the Series S here in the office, and then I had like an hour to myself in a cafe, so I put it on. I had my Razer Kishi with me, so I just put it on, had my little earbuds in, played about an hour of Gears of War in prep, and then got home, fired up the Series X in the lounge.
They're not going to sponsor us, Ben.
And it all just worked. Like, I know it's a massive cliche to say it just works, but there was literally no conflicts. It was as if I was just carrying the same console from place to place and playing on that. And that kind of blew my mind, because that's the vision of what we all kind of wanted from cloud gaming, right? It's the same as, like, you get with your iPhone or your Pixel, that kind of seamlessness. But to have that with a video game, and a AAA video game at that,
they've cracked the convenience, haven't they? Really cracked it.
Yeah,
completely. I guess I think when I said I was playing Slay the Spire in my bed, I'd started the game on the S just behind me, and I'd gone through and I'd played it on my phone and the beta version for the iPhone, and it ran like dog shit.
Oh really?
I still played for an hour, but it was choppy, really, really choppy.
It's a shame. It might just be because the iOS integration is pretty early, isn't it? Whereas Android, it was completely flawless playing it over 5G, and a game like that where frames kind of matter. It doesn't matter as much in something like Slay the Spire, but Gears of War, you have to kind of aim precisely, and
so no buffering. I'm kind of more curious, but it's like no buffering, no blur, like motion blur or whatever.
Nothing at all. Like,
wow, that's very impressive.
Seamless, and a lot. That's entirely dependent on your sort of connection quality, but I was like,
and device as well. I think you've got a good Android phone, so
but just brilliant. It's the future. We are living in the future.
Oh wow,
yeah,
lovely. Amazing. All right, Alex, I'm going to come to you next.
Probably quite good timing, because we're just speaking of that golden age of Xbox, and my pickup this week was an Xbox 360. I've toyed with it for quite a wee while now, and I'm like, I have quite a good games retro shop around the corner. We're not, it's a 5-minute drive away. It kind of deals with all these imports and consoles, and it's basically you could get in there and spend your monthly wage and need more. But I went in and a nice little Xbox 360 had appeared, and it was fairly cheap. Not in the best condition, but it's working and it's guaranteed. So I'm a bit like, I'll be having that. I can play Project Gotham Racing again. I'm quite happy. I've wanted to play those games for so long, so picked them all up for a couple of quid, and it works perfectly. And it was great. I sat on Wednesday night, played a bit of PGR3, and felt like I was back being almost 15 years ago. It was great.
I think it's crazy. Like, the Xbox 360 for me feels like it's older
Yeah.
Like it feels like an old console for some reason, despite
Yeah.
it. Like I think I had mine in 2012 or something, 2013. It just feels like for me a lot longer than that. But that's a cool pickup. I kind of put a picture in as well. You posted in the Discord a photo of the Xbox, and I posted mine as well. So I've got mine, but no cables to play it with. They've all been chewed. So nothing to plug it into the telly. But yeah, it's a cool that console's a cool looking machine.
Yeah,
they were cool.
I forgot there was even the slim one.
Yes, there's
Yeah, me too.
I had I've still got it, but it's up in the loft, like the OG one. And I just couldn't wait to get that out of the living room.
Yeah.
Because it just takes up so much space and it was so loud. But this one you've got, Alex, looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I was raging that my original one disappeared because my mother gifted it to my nephew and it ended up in pieces. So I definitely was not very happy about that.
Here's one for you then.
Finally picked it up.
I've got the Metacritic open for the 360, and you've each got one guess for a game that's in the top 10 of the Metacritic Xbox 360 games, and whoever gets the highest wins. And I'll give you a clue. There are only a handful of exclusives, the majority are third party.
Okay.
The orange box.
Ooh.
Good guess.
That is 4 on the list. Well done, Ben, with the Metacritic score of 96. Lewis?
Oh, I don't know.
Not on there.
Let me think.
Okay, Alex?
God, look at that thinking face.
I know.
That's a feast.
Halo 2.
It's not even in the top 10, mate. That is.
I'm wondering if that was the Xbox.
Halo
360.
3 is Xbox 360, and that was 13th. I'll give you one more guess.
Portal 2, but that was about 93.
No, that's 8th on the list, 95. So Ben's still winning at the moment.
Oh, I thought that was. I was going to say that, but I thought that was on PC as well.
Because I picked that up this week too.
Great game.
Wait there.
Game
I'm just
game.
jumping into the
What are you looking at, Lewis?
I know,
Microsoft chat. Sorry. 2 seconds. My guess is going to be
Is he good?
fucking hell. Where is it? Project Gotham Racing 3.
No. So number 10 was Gears of War with a 94. Number 9, Batman Arkham City with 94. 8 was Portal 2 with 95. Red Dead Redemption came in at 7 with a 95. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim came in at 6th with 96.
Were these exclusives? I thought you said exclusives.
No, he said that not many
You
exclusives.
just need to listen.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Number 5 was Mass Effect 2 with a Metacritic score of 96. Number 4, Ben, the Orange Box, came in 4th with a score of 96. Number 3, BioShock, and that got a Metacritic score of 96. And then number 2 and number 1. Number 2 was Grand Theft Auto 5, and that got a Metacritic score of 97, which is insane because that game's still selling. And then number 1, what do we think with a 1 point better Metacritic score?
Grand Theft Auto 4?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, insane. And that, to be fair, there you go. It's a better game, technically.
Oh.
Niko Bellic.
That's crazy that's on that list. GTA 5. That's some crazy stat.
Insane.
Unreal. That game came out in 2013.
But the most important thing is I won. And that.
Yes, you did. Ben.
That's a point. That's a Mario point.
Nurse that
Is it?
erection.
Is it? All right. What have you been playing, Alex?
I have been playing another club game for this month, The Ascent. So Ben and I started this the beginning of the month.
We
So
did.
we played the first hour, a couple hours together. It's really good fun.
Did you manage
So
to
I've
get Ben back playing with you, out of curiosity?
No, I've just been on my own. Sadly.
Just throw me under the bus.
I did make multiple efforts to try and get other people to play with me, but I'm just used to being knocked back these days, so I just don't bother. So I've been playing that, and I finished it yesterday. And I know there's been quite a mixed reception to it. I know there's been some bugs and some issues. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a great game, really fun to play. Story takes a little bit of deciphering, but as I would have said, as the further on you go, you kind of pick it up a bit more than at the start. You kind of at least realise what you're trying to do and what you're doing, how it makes sense in that a little bit in comparison to the story. What I really didn't like was it didn't hold my hand enough to a certain extent, because you've seen her posting in the Discord throughout the week. I'm like, I've just realised you can do this. You can do this.
If you
And
press
I've
this
just
button
realised
twice,
can
then
do
you
that.
can. Yeah.
I feel like it didn't do enough of that or explain enough, like what all the characters meant or what all the attributes meant, what you were building in terms of leveling and all that. That's the bit I don't feel like explained well enough. The kind of RPG element of it, the actual kind of isometric shooter, twin stick shooter part, really good fun, worked really well. I know some people didn't like it as much because they didn't think like the cover worked that well in, but I kind of once I got used to it, I was fine with it, and I did switch it down to easy because I switch everything down to easy. That's just how I play. But
there we go. There's the answer to the gamer score query, the quandary.
There's no point in dying all the time and not getting very far, is there?
Exactly. I know. I agree with you.
And then probably the one other thing to say about this game is it is absolutely stunning. Like the detail of it, the environments, like it just looks amazing on the Series X. Big up to a team of 12 people who made it. I think when you look at that and the achievement and what they've done, and I think they have also released a decent sized patch today to deal with a lot of the bugs, so hopefully we'll be a better experience from it as well.
I think I've also played this, admittedly not for long, and I had the same problem I have with every other new game, like every other new game, like new IP or whatever, is that I don't give it a chance. So I'll jump in and I'll try and I kind of want to run before I can walk, and I got to a point where I was like, I just didn't want to read about what to do. I just wanted to know. So yeah, I do want to jump back in and give it more of a chance, but it's on a long list of games to play. So I don't know if it'll be there.
It's such a strange one because it's got everything there. Like it's less than the sum of its parts almost. Like it's not quite. There's just some kind of intangible je ne sais quoi that isn't quite there with it. And I can't put my finger on it at all. But I think this seems to be the discourse around it is it's like maybe like a 6 or a 7. If we kind of had to put a number on it.
I think what I would say about it is it's tried to do too many things. I think they've all said, right, we can make it do this, and we can make it do that, and we can have this, we can have that. And I think if they stripped a little bit of it back and just kind of focused on a few of the features, it would be a much better experience. And I think it feels like one of those games that if they make a sequel, which it seems like when you get to the end, it feels like they could make a sequel, not giving anything away. I think that sequel could be excellent if they nail the issues that they're having at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I like the aesthetic of it. It's a word that's banded around quite a lot around these parts. It's such a cool looking game. Anything that looks like Blade Runner is it's a massive thumbs up from me, and an even bigger thumbs up from Ben because his hands are fucking huge.
So big.
Massive.
I was kind of hoping that this would be the shooty bang bang game that I fancied playing.
Yeah.
But when it came down to it and I was flicking through looking what I could play, it just didn't draw me back. And I think it was that, like you said, Alex, it's all a little bit confusing. There's no, like, you kind of just have to work out, oh I can hack this, but it mentioned it maybe once right at the start of the game, and there's no like for example with Gears of War, you walk up to something and it'll give you a button prompt for how you're supposed to interact with it, and see that's like video games by numbers. But if you want to play a game where it is just mindless violence and action, that's kind of what you want. You don't want to have to think, what am I supposed to be doing now? That kind of just interrupts that a little bit, I think.
And even on that element of it, it's like there's 3 different levels of hacking. but it doesn't tell you when you've upped your level.
Right.
So you're just kind of trying, like, can I do this yet? It does
Really?
tell you, well, it tells you in the menu what your level deem is, but it doesn't explain what that means. It might be in the codex if you go and read everything, but it doesn't even say, like, when you've picked up, like, that relevant part, which upgrades it, that you've then hit enough upgrades to hit the next level. It does, like, your main level of the game, but not, like, your kind of other abilities.
It's weird.
So if I was to hold a gun to your head, which I'm not going to, and force you to tell us where it placed in this month's ranking, where are you putting it?
Well, I haven't played one of the games.
Is it Sky? Is it Jason's game?
Yeah, the one he keeps ribbing me for is like, you're going to play that next. Like,
I see him earlier on, yeah.
Like, I'll get there. But
There's
that
still
involves
loads of time left to play it.
yeah, and I also need to turn my Switch on. That's the other issue. Gang Beast is definitely going to be the bottom, even if I don't play Sky. Like, there's no redemption to that game. That's just the biggest pile of piss I think I've ever touched in my life. So I think it probably hit second, because you kind of know what's going to be first this month, don't you? A little insider.
But then, is anyone going to play it? That's the thing. Is anyone going to play Super Mario World?
I've played it.
I played it.
What, this month?
Yeah.
Have you?
Ben, we're a part of a team. We're part of a community that's trying to build something here.
Have you played it, Lewis, this month?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
You go onto you click on my little face on my Switch, and you'll see that I've been playing SNES Online. Try to do it right now. Is your Switch
tennis.
nearby?
No, this ran out of battery a long time ago.
Oh, has it?
I think Tyler's played it as well.
Yeah.
Tyler has played it. Respect to Tyler.
I was going to say,
Questionless.
I thought the Ascent looked quite Smash TV like a modern version of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, when I played it, I kind of got those same vibes where it was like, it's interesting. It just didn't do enough to make me want to play more of it. And even like the first like 10, 20 minutes, like didn't see how gorgeous it was in the screenshots that you guys were posting, where it was these like incredibly fucking cool vistas. Like the start of the game, you're like down in the dungeons of the city or whatever it is, and it's like purposely putting you there on purpose. I get that, but it just didn't captivate me in the right way. So it will be one I think I'll go back to, but that would do very. Oh, voice one way then. Yeah, would do very well. Would do very, very well on Switch. I think that'd be that'd be a good game on Switch.
I don't know if Switch could.
It would
handle
never
it.
run. It'd be a streaming
Well,
game.
guys, I don't know if you know, in 2021 it can play Control. So there you go. Jokes on you.
True.
All right, Dan, coming to you.
Oh shit, I forgot I've got that. Prick up. Apparently, that's what somebody's put on there. I got an Xbox Series X. Hey. Ooh. And I got the headset after Alex bullied me into getting one. And I've just literally picked it up because it's been on charge since I bought it the other day. So not used it yet. I'm looking forward to playing that. I kind of took the jump when the local game within a Sports Direct, which is still very, very strange experience. You can look one side and there was football boots, and then there was like Mario cups and stuff. It was like, this is strange. Not like cups where it goes around the crotch, like cups where you so I had the Series S. I wasn't playing it a lot, and it was in like the office that we've got, and I kind of thought, like, if I trade it in, I can get a good deal with this 50% deal, that game we've got at the moment. So I traded it in. I got £11 more than what I paid for it brand new.
Unreal.
Like,
That's crazy.
Baffling to me. And I traded in 3 other games, couple of Switch games, and I think it was Returnal. And it was literally like a handful of things that I grabbed when I was on my way out of the house. I got like £411. And I was like, that's fucking ridiculous. So anyway, it took me like a week to try and pinpoint one down. Big up to Gaming Aintree, where I actually did the trade, and the lady was kind enough to put a Series X to one side for me. So it made that much of an impact.
Is that she knew who you were? Oh, you're Dan from the Cross Players.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
She would have
pretty
got.
cool.
I bet she was really nervous.
She was very
speaking.
nervous. Yeah, really nervous.
I think Lewis sent her one of these wee tiny stickers, didn't you? Just to
I did.
sweeten her. Didn't
I was like, this guy's going to be contacting you about these Xbox. Just humour him. Have this sticker.
And then we just started talking, and then she went, "Where's this person?" And I went, "I don't want to talk about that." And then, yeah, picked up the Xbox, but I got the Mike Ashley deal, which was not ideal. And that came with the extra controller, which is somewhere. Hold on.
Did you get a choice of colour
I did.
for the extra controller? Okay, what did you go for?
I went for the blue one. Electric shock blue, but I don't know where I put it.
I like that one.
The
Sonic
Chelsea
Blue.
one.
It was a Chelsea one. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere in here anyway. But I went for that, and I went for. It came with the controller pack, so like the stand for the controllers where you can do it, and then the packs that go on the back of it. But it pissed me off because they weren't white like the back of the controllers. So I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That Series X controller, albeit the same as the Series S one, that's a fantastic controller. As good as the DualSense is, and the DualSense is wonderful. I love the triggers with the games that are actually appropriate for it. Everything else feels a bit tacky. But yeah, for like Ratchet and Clank or Returnal, that's by far still my favorite controller. But that's Xbox One is just so well refined and weighted and cool. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely. So yeah, got my Series X.
I've gathered far too many of those controllers now. I think I'm up to 4.
Are you really?
I'll not play it on my own.
Did you not get a Design Lab one?
No, but I'm toying with getting a Design Lab one because I've just about got enough Microsoft Reward points to get it.
I will be
Bloody
tempted.
hell! How have you got that many points?
Well, you get
don't know
all
how
your
the
points
quests
for your
work.
monthly quests.
I don't
and
understand.
Then you can do quizzes every day, and you do a little quiz, and you get points every day, and you get points for searching, and they just throw points at you essentially.
You are speaking to
I
a
don't
man
know
who
how
refuses to be a husband. Remember that. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know how the quests thing works. I can see it like you have 4 quests to turn in. So I turn in the quest and I'm like, well, what is this actually?
Yeah, I hit turn in and then I'm like, okay.
When you can get through the quests, you probably get a couple of thousand a month.
Really?
Yeah.
You probably get a
yeah.
couple of thousand a month. We might get a couple a month.
insane.
But it builds up because they give you them for anything really. You just then you get points if you buy anything.
Okay.
It works out. It's you can build them up quite well. I've seen quite a lot of people on Twitter and stuff that have bought their consoles with Microsoft Reward points.
Fucking hell.
That's
I
insane.
mean, I do plan on just grinding away and building them up and like getting to the point where you are, like getting a Design Lab controller, because I do periodically go on and muck about with the palette swap or whatever, and go, I could get that. It looks awful. Don't want to spend money on it, but yeah, if I can get one for free or reduced, definitely.
Why not?
Kind of holding off a little bit because I'm hoping they add some of the new features onto it and maybe widen it a little bit because that Aqua Shift controller looks immense with the rubber grips and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they maybe make a few tweaks to the Design Lab and maybe add some of that into it.
I think they will add the adaptive triggers to the next iteration of it, because I think that's that's the two things that Sony has got ahead of Microsoft, isn't it? It's like the odd great game and a really good controller now, like a proper next gen controller.
Yeah. I think the feedback on the controller is fantastic as well. Like the Alex, the way you feel the rain through it in Returnal is insane. And even some of the sounds that were coming out of it, like the speaker within the controller is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's almost like on the Switch. So
I just want that. I want that experience you get from Astro's Playroom though, because nothing ever shows it off as well as that does.
Well, apparently, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, if you stroke a cat, you can feel it purring now.
okay.
Well, that's it. I'm not playing it. Done.
My man.
I'll look forward to hearing Laurie's thoughts on
you?
stroking the cat.
His magnum opus and Lost in Cult Volume 4 will be like him talking about how he stroked the cat and the animals, and he's like he's lost in a world of emotion with it. I mean,
Can I just say, since we're on the topic and we've got Alex on, I think we've seen Laurie slightly breaking and admitting that he's thinking about getting a Series S now.
Yes.
Ooh.
A ton of events today, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's big news. So
What was it he
stay
said?
tuned
What was
for
it he
that.
said was
Trying to
making
pull
it-
up the exact quote.
Said
let's see.
A Plague's Tale 2 was the being on Game Pass was the one that's finally sold it to him.
There we go. So yeah, stay tuned for that. The situation develops.
And
At pace.
he cited you, Ben, convincing you as he can keep it on his desk and have some cheeky lunchtime gaming sessions.
Great for that.
It is.
Really is.
Yeah, they
Indeed.
are. They
Or
really are.
during especially boring meetings.
Yes.
A few games of Slay the Spire.
I'll very quickly touch on what I've been playing. So I
Yes.
downloaded a Microsoft Flight Simulator just so I could fly into my own house, even though it wasn't there because it's factually incorrect, which is very annoying. And then I've also played a lot of Rocket League new season.
Yeah, go back. How is it with a factually incorrect?
It just is like the area just isn't correct. Like as much as some of the landmarks are, and Liverpool just isn't. Like the dock stretches the majority of like the area. It's like something out of the blooming 1800s. It's insane. Just a bit weird. So that is a fun game as well. As in, it's not really a game, but that is fun to kind of fuck about with, and some of the just what they call like the adventure flights that you can do, where you just go and explore like certain areas. I started on for an hour and I was just cabbaged out on the sofa, just staring at it in all its beauty. It was stunning.
It is quite cool for that, but I can't. I haven't gone back to it since that first week that it came out. It was like, look at this, it's amazing, and then it's like, right, but now what?
Yeah, completely.
I did. Oh, look, there's my house. Oh, look, there's my old house. Oh, look, there's my mum's house. Turn it off now.
See, I couldn't even do that because I couldn't get slow enough to be able to see anything.
Were you in like a 747?
And now I've crashed somewhere that's like, a mile down the road, and I can't take off again. I was like, oh, this is annoying.
I mean, it had no story, so I wasn't interested.
That story in Hades. And then, like I said, I've been playing Rocket League, the new season. Sorry, Alex, which is a fantastic game. That's so much fun. And on the Series X, it genuinely does look better. And I don't know if it is the 120 frames per second that it's in. Is it in?
Than the PS5, Dan, you said, sorry.
Than the PS5 version. Yeah, definitely better. Looks better, controls better. Winning more on it, so therefore that's probably why it's better. But yeah, that's...
But then sorry.
No, go on,
The
mate.
PS5 has got that update this week, though.
Agreed.
So
I
it
might
gets
make
it hasn't had its proper next gen patch yet, because obviously it's a lot harder to do that on PS5, isn't it?
It's almost like this week, because I just thought I'd throw it on the Xbox and play a couple of games on it, but it stopped me from putting the PS5 on full stop by having it on the Xbox. It was like, oh, this is better and it looks better on the TV that I've got, so why wouldn't I play it on this console? So yeah, it's first version of that actually happening, where I've been actively put away from the PS5. But yeah, it's
And that's the issue I've had since I've had both. Like my PS5 has been used maybe about 5% of the time compared to the Xbox.
MVP for me is the quick start and quick resume, or whatever it's called, and the fact it doesn't sound like a jet engine.
So is the PS5? Yeah.
Jinx.
My question exactly.
What were you going to say?
I can't speak now for the rest of the podcast.
Is the PS5 loud?
Ben Congleton. Yes, it is. At times it can be. It calms down when if you boot it up, it's loud at that point. It didn't really chug with Final Fantasy VII. It chugged at points with Returnal, as in just sounded loud. It didn't chug as in frame rates dropping or anything.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near as bad as the PS4. Nowhere near as bad.
Got that.
And yeah, I think just still that, like I said, that quick resume, or whatever you call it, in terms of starting different games and being able to have 1 and 2 open. It sounds really stupid as well, but the way it handles Rocket League, it knows it tweaks itself out if you've paused the Xbox and put it into like rest mode. It knows to shut down Rocket League, because notoriously that game goes batshit crazy whenever you try and jump back into it after having a console on rest. And the PS5 doesn't do that. So it's just little quality of life parts to the Xbox where I'm like, that if it had the games that PS5 is mooted to have soon would be a far better console. And I think even just the fact that there's so many seeds sown now with the different developers that they've bought, there is just going to be a wave after wave after wave of hit game after hit game after hit game. So yeah, it's going to be interesting next year. I see to which console I play more.
Well, I think all three main platforms are in pretty rude health.
100%.
And
Yes.
even Steam is going to get a shot in the arm from the Steam Deck.
Yeah, will do.
It's going to be a cracking year. And
that's
I should also say, for anyone thinking of owning both of the big boy consoles, go and have a look at Dan's Twitter and see how he's got them laid out, because I think that's the best layout I've seen for them, because they look ridiculous under people's TVs.
Oh yeah,
if
stupid.
You can put them to the side like you would like a Google Home or whatever. Then
It's the second best.
well, the first option is just out of sight completely.
The first option is Kieran from Nintendo.
What was it?
Oh, in a row, we've mentioned him. Yes, stack them all on top of each other like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Now the Jiggeroo pokery I've done so that one, I've made sure it's very secure to the wall, as in the bookshelf, because I've got a very active 2-year-old that likes to climb it. And then two is the Jiggeroo pokery I've had to do to make sure one of those consoles doesn't slip down and kill him. Which, whilst aesthetically pleasing, is a concern.
It's a death trap.
It is a death trap. The PS5, the thing it's on, it's almost like arced that way, and it almost encourages the console to slide down it like a fucking ramp whenever you're trying to launch a boat. So it was like I just have visions of this thing being held on just by a very dodgy HDMI cable and then nearly killing him. So
Decapitating your cat or something.
well, yeah, the cat would be fine. She's a dickhead, but yeah, Jesse won't be happy.
Poor Cherry.
I know. I'll remember.
Team Cherry.
Team Cherry. Come on, Team Cherry. What he's up to? All right. Very good. That was a enjoyable ramble through what we picked up and what we played. Okay, so I'm gonna jump ahead, right, to a new game never before seen upon these shores. It doesn't have a name yet. It's just a humming game, or as I'm going to call it. And what we're going to do is we're going to hum a song each, and we're going to try and guess it. For example, wait there as I recalibrate my mind to the game, to the song that I have in my head.
Okay, I think I know what this is.
Flatter than a witch's tit.
That's me.
Okay,
Which
and
would be Ben?
That would be The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Yes, the
Right.
Dark World theme.
I mean, do we have to be specific about the track name?
But
That
no,
seems-
let's not be specific. But just if you couldn't guess, then that's the song that it was.
Okay,
The best song from that game.
I beg to differ. I can't see now. I can't remember the overworld theme. Yeah, even though I've been humming it all bloody
Yeah, I've
day.
been humming it, and it was this. So those of you who are listening on the audio pod, if you've seen the video on Twitter of Ben laughing as he started to hum, it was the overworld theme that he was trying to do.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so now any questions on the rules? There aren't really any rules. Hum a song, and we'll try and guess it. There's no prizes. There's nothing. It's just a bit of fun. Don't phone. It's just for fun, like the Big Breakfast.
I've remembered it now.
That's not humming.
He's got a trumpet in his mouth.
Mouth trumpet.
Okay, that was it.
Well,
all right.
You must hum.
That's not humming. That's scatting.
You want to? No.
Oh, don't Google it.
Okay, so I am going to come to Ben. I'm going to stick with you. Do you want to go first?
Okay. Are we ready? So what?
Yes.
You just got to shout, right? First person to shout the answer.
I mean, that's as good enough. Yep.
Okay. And I am good at mouth trumpet, by the way. I'm not going to hum.
Can you not hum?
It's just not the same. God, I've lost my train of thought now.
Oh, he's nervous. Choke. Open all hours.
It's a game. This is a game, Ben. Yeah, it's definitely
Yep.
a game.
I do actually recognise it, but I can't think
Yeah.
So
of
do I.
it.
Ooh. Any guesses? Any guesses?
I mean, we're borderline big fact hunt here, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like a 16-bit, 32-bit, no, 16-bit game. Pixel.
16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit.
Definitely got some bits. While you're guessing, I'm going to play it.
60-bit, 32-bit.
Yeah,
Very
keep that
quietly in
for
the
me.
background.
Yeah, thanks. I've got no idea what that is.
Anyone? Big fact hunt. You are on the right lines, Lewis. Think.
Oh,
Come on.
Bubble
What's
Bobble.
Yes, Dan. 1 point to
Well
Dan.
done.
It was Bubble Bobble. And if we just play back, I could just play the original version now. Well done, Dan.
well done. It was recognisable, but having never played a Bubble Bobble, it was lost on me.
Maybe you've heard the banging soundtrack.
Maybe.
That's the push.
But maybe it's the soundtrack won't live up to the hype. They'll be like, I want the Benji Kong version.
True.
Okay, Alex, do you fancy going next?
I'll try and see if I can remember it.
That's the thing. Like, I've got a YouTube link ready for mine, just in case I forget it.
Right.
That is very recognisable.
This fat your face isn't moving.
That's the thing is, like, I recognise that. So is that
7?
Okay.
One-winged angel.
It does sound like a battle theme from an RPG, doesn't it?
It's maybe a battle.
So it's not Final Fantasy 7.
Okay.
No.
Fire Emblem.
Just the whole game.
yeah, just the same song on loop.
Reminds me of Dog Tanyan. You're probably all too young to remember that.
I remember Dog Tanya.
Great cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Musker hounds.
Maybe that's the next variation of the game. We need to do it barking.
Yeah. And we'll finally make our way around to trumpets for Ben.
Yeah.
Is it Streets of Rage 4?
No.
Is that a fighting game?
Gives a clue. Yeah, genre.
No, it's not. It's more of a mascot game.
Ooh.
Is it?
I definitely recognise it.
No, I don't know. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm giving up.
You flummoxed me.
Same.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's the boss battle.
Okay.
Oh,
Good. Yeah.
well.
Now just play us the original. Brilliant.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go next. I'm going to go next.
Go on.
Oh, what stop?
I was trying. I done a trumpet there, and I tried to withhold the trumpet, but the trumpet still came out.
Can't stop the trumpet.
That is skipping.
It's not a song.
Ooh. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, it's Mario Kart.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, it is. What song?
Is it the casino level?
Notice my chair's getting lower and lower as I do this.
Yes, good one.
It's chemical plants. Chemical plant zone.
Very cool. All right, 1 point each, me and Dan. This is hotting up. Go on, Dan. You know. Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 8.
Guess it, you ganga cons.
And yeah.
Okay.
Is it another boss theme?
No,
Need a clue. I think we need a clue.
it's a game we've all played, I think.
Oh dear.
I like it.
I can imagine like a heavy like metal band.
Fuck off.
Give us a genre.
Fighting game.
Oh, the Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, okay. What song?
It was the one that goes. Is Stormboat.
Ah.
And then the part I was trying to get.
Oh yeah.
What a song!
That's a great song.
I wanted to hear you have a go at Rising Up.
Oh well, that was it. That was a good bit of fun. Humming and that.
I feel sorry for the audio listeners.
I got a bonus
Yeah.
one. If anyone wants a bonus.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Fucking trumpet. It's got that thing at the end of the trumpet. That.
Okay, this is from the same game.
Oh, it's Super Mario World then. It's a Mario game. Super Mario 2.
Yes, Super Mario 2. Well done.
What track was that?
That was the overworld, like the main theme, and then the first one I did was like the underground theme.
Was it?
Extra one.
Got them.
I can't.
Go on.
No.
Oh, Smash Brothers. Oh, it's oh, fuck off! It's in Smash. It's when you like win something. Go down an octave.
Things that make you go,
I recognise that.
Some sort of victory, like
Yeah.
when it's not this, but like when you open a chest in Zelda, but
Yeah.
equivalent of that.
It's in Final Fantasy VII. Well,
Yeah.
like most of Final Fantasy games, when you win a battle.
Ah.
Of course.
Oh, you should have done it like that.
Oh, that was easy.
You got it straight away.
That's not humming now, is it? Or
It's
trumpeting.
not humming, Ben.
This is great fun, guys. I think we should do a whole episode of just this.
Okay.
Crosshummers.
Well, any other super surprise extra ones?
I've got one more I could do actually.
Okay, on you go.
So fine, let's keep going.
Here we go. This is not this is not humming, by the way.
Is that the Mummy Returns?
Any guesses? I'll give you a clue. It recently got re-released on the Switch. It's originally a Super Nintendo game. It and its less beloved sequel.
Zombie Power.
Yes!
What's it called?
Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
That's
Also
it.
in this country. Great game.
Bum 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 bum. 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 Bum bum bum.
That's familiar as well. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's really familiar.
I've heard of it. Haven't heard it.
Boom, boom.
Come on, everyone! Bum, 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 bum.
Sing along at home. Here's a clue.
It's Moonlighter. That's...
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
That'll be the clue.
Moonlighter.
It's Moonlighter. Fire Emblem, Three Houses.
Nope.
All night.
No.
You sound like a sad dog.
Empire of Steel. Empire of Steel. It was a lesser known Sega Mega Drive SNES game.
Jesus, you just wanted to sing.
I like that. It's a good song. If you listening, if you go and listen to the Empire of Steel theme, what a cracking song that is. Even had when you played it, the notes came along the bottom of the screen.
Cracking.
Great track.
All right. Well, look. Let's. I mean, we should definitely do this again, but let's save some for next time.
Let's leave on a high.
We could keep going all night.
We could
Probably.
leave on a high.
Great stuff.
Desperately tries to think of another song. Best not. Okay, Ben. If people want to find you on the internet, where can they go?
They can go to
Terminator. That is F-Zero, eh? That's F-Zero.
Benji.
Do they need to type in all that bit?
They do, yeah. Just a load of M's followed by @Benji. Yeah.
Just a load of trumpet emojis and then. Alex, what about yourself?
At SSAlex984 on Twitter or in our Discord. So if you go to @the Crossplayers and the Pins Feet will take you to our Discord.
Lovely. Dan.
You can go to @DanWarTweets.
Beautiful. And I'm at the Wilsonite on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, you can go to twitter.com/the Crossplayers, and that gets us all. And you can chat to us all if we decide to log into the Twitter that day. YouTube is youtube.com/the Crossplayers. You can support us on Patreon from as little as £1 at patreon.com/the Crossplayers, and that gets you access to 80+ additional podcasts, as well as other just bits and pieces of goodness, including our written reviews. They're going there. We are updating our tiers and perks. More details will be coming soon, if not already by the time you hear this. Leave us a review on your favourite podcast application of choice. We might even read it out, good or bad, but if it's bad, if it is bad, we're more likely to read it. If you don't want to do any of that, tell your friends. Just tell your friends. Get them to leave a review without listening. Okay. I think it's time for us to go. Bye.
Toodle pip.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Bye, bro.
Bye.
Bye now.
Kept you waiting.